everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Amongtrees. Now, this is the second time I've recorded this episode, because the last time I got stuck in a bit of a hunger death loop situation, where no matter how I spawned or respawned, I just died. And it was a bit of a tricky situation. I couldn't find food quick enough to obviously maintain my hunger and be able to sleep, and it was just a big kerfuffle. So in this episode, we're going to be focusing on getting our crafting room upgraded. Get and lie down! Lie down! You are doing my head in. Now stay there. So in this episode, guys, we're going to be focusing on the crafting room. We can't really get food or sort of progress, as there's no sort of inbuilt crafting system until we've built the crafting room. So we're going to still try and avoid that bear, and we're going to try and find as many fir planks as we can, as well as steel wire and stump moss. So I've already pre-stocked on a few mushrooms that I've been out gathering, so we're going to head over to that area where we went yesterday and try and find some planks and some wire and such. So I'm pretty sure it was this way. I'm not. Yeah, there we go. So I should have tracked how many we need to get. I didn't think about clicking the track button. So we're gonna grab our steel wire. I believe it's 3 steel wire we need. And I think we need a bunch of these fir planks. So I'm quite interested on how the lock-picking system works, whether it's like Skyrim or other cyber games we've got like a lock-picking mini-game, or whether you just sort of hit it with a lock-pick and hope for the best. So we're going to pick up as many planks. We've got 7 planks so far, and I think we need a total of 12. How much wire have we got? We've got 2 wire, and I believe we need 3. So there's our 3 steel wire. So we also need to find some stump moss. There's 1. That's an empty stump. Also, I've discovered that there is a mushroom that is very poisonous. Not the sort of thing you want to be eating. That's partly why I got stuck in this boot loop of death sort of thing. I ate one of these mushrooms that poison you, and it kept killing me, so I thought I'd save my game, so when I reload for the last checkpoint, I could sort of just run and grab food quickly. And the hunt for mushrooms, as you know, is a pain in the arse. So I got stuck in this death loop, and then it was like hypothermia was kicking in, and I was dying from the cold, and it was very, considering the game's supposed to be quite relaxing, it was the most frustrating 2 minutes of my life. I say 2 minutes, it's more like 2 hours. So I'm not sure whether we need sticks. I don't think so. I think it's just planks and moss. So there's a plank there. So we might need to go get some more moss. But I still want to try and avoid that bear if I can. So let's just track it. So we need another 4 planks, and we need another 2 or 1. Is it 1 more stump moss? So on the hard mode, it seems to be quite bugged with the food and the temperature gauges and sleep and stuff. Once they sort of all start going down together, you get stuck in the loop. A few people have reported the same problem, so I dropped it down to normal difficulty, just so to see if we can avoid that issue. So I'm not seeing any more. So let's eat some food. See if we can find some more logs. I'm pretty sure there was some around this area, because I remember seeing a stump. I'm pretty sure that's where we found our first log. with moss on. So we're going to keep picking up these beets, because as soon as we can start crafting, maybe we can put fire and start cooking them. And that might solve our hunger issues. Yeah, not really seeing a lot of mossy stumps, and there's usually quite a few, so I'm not sure. I think moss is one of those things that are quite I wouldn't say a rare resource, but once you know where the stumps are, and you've been through the map a couple of times, you know. But as you're first starting out, it'll be one of them things that's quite difficult to find. So I'm going to pick up these ash leaves while I'm here, because I got a funny feeling that I'm going to need them at some point. So I get this problem all the time when I'm playing survival games. I'm an absolute hoarder of materials. I was playing Atlas and Ark with a few friends, and I just had chests and chests and chests just full of resources. And then they were always like, oh, why do you need so many resources? Well, if I'm going to craft something, I got everything there. Although it didn't seem to work that way, because I had chests and chests full of resources, and every time I went to craft something, I needed something that I didn't have. So I just got labelled the survival hoarder. So we're still on the lookout for planks. I'm gonna have a look this way for a stump maybe, and then sort of loop back on myself where the bear is. And so the issue we got now is the sun starts to set, and as soon as the sun sets, it gets very, very cold. And your character just seems to love dying from hypothermia. Wow, 2 mushrooms in a row. That is... Ooh. So I'm still struggling to find some stumps. I can't... So obviously because I'm sprinting a lot, I'm going to let my stamina go back up. Mushrooms, mushrooms. So I'm still struggling to find any sort of... I like how the game has a default marker for your home. I think that's quite handy, especially when you first start in like a lot of survival games when you build your house and you're quite new, you don't really understand the map. It can be a complete nightmare to try and find your way back to your base. But then on the positive side, I suppose you discover new areas and new things. So another crate we can't open because we've got an axe yet. So this seems to be like another sort of drop site for resources. There's not really a story to the game, so there's no real like backstory to why all this stuff is here. So we have enough planks now to do the crafting room. Just gonna search these piles because I've got a funny feeling that when we go to start crafting, we're gonna need no space in it. Right, my inventory's full. So let's see if we can find some more mossy stumps on our way back. Aha, there's another one. Oh, I think we need to. Yeah, we need to. Hopefully we'll find another one on the way back though, just to... As like I said, I'm a bit of a resource hoarder. I like to make sure I got more than enough from what I need. We're just going to head this way and see if we can get our crafting room up and running. I'm quite interested really to see how this game does crafting. I think a lot of games, when they do crafting, they do it, but they don't do it well. So, I'm walking a bit funny a minute because I'm trying to drink. Excuse me, clearing my throat. I got a bit of a chest infection at the moment. It's not the COVID, don't panic. So now it's hitting night time, it's going to start getting cold quite quickly, so we really need to Oh, that's new. I haven't seen one of these before. Chicory. And also, I don't even know what chicory is, or whether it's a herb or never heard of it in my life. Some more mushroom. So we really need to leg it to our base now, because the darker it gets, the colder it's gonna get. And we're back to the stage starving. We've got plenty of mushrooms this time round. There we go. So here comes the freezing, the cold death. So the heat system's quite broken. Sometimes it like sort of stacks when you go in and out of a building, so you end up with double negative effect. So let's just shut our door. There we go, and we're solved. So yes, we have a crafting room. So I'm quite excited now to see what we can actually craft. Oh, this is lovely. It's nice and cute. It's small, you know. It's not amazingly big, but I like it. I do think we could do with some lights though. So craft items. So we can craft nails, or we can find them. So bolts, selectable tools. So we can craft a map at some point. Some decorations. I love the little decorations. Some health. There's only a few base items that you can craft at the moment. Obviously they're going to add more stuff, so I'm not sure once you start building your base up whether you unlock more stuff or find more stuff in the crates. So we need some jute, rope, and some more bolts. So I think we're going to sleep. So it goes to day. I think we're going to work on getting the axe. So I think we go up to the sites again, you know, where all the crates dropped, and see if we can find some bolts and things. I wonder if I can actually track the resources I need. That would be quite helpful. Let me take a look. I love it. I absolutely love it. On the right hand side we can track everything we need to build. That makes life so much easier. 28 fir planks. Maybe that's where the tree cutting comes in. Let's head over to the cargo site. So we need 4 jute ropes and 2 bolts. I wonder if they have durability on the items. That'd be quite cool. So I can't wait to start smashing these crates open. My inventory's still full of random shit. Let's get this open. What have we got? Some nails and some more old rags. Some ropes. So no bolts so far. Some more rope and some more wire. I can't really remember where that other clearing was now. I'm pretty sure it's up in this direction. We'll run this way anyway. We'll come across something at some point. So we're not too far away now from finding that area. Ooh, what was that little? Maybe it was a stamina flash. Maybe I'm not quite sure what that was. So I'm not sure whether this game actually, like, you know, supports ray tracing. I haven't really researched into it that much. I don't have an RTX graphics card, so I can't use it regardless. But I think this game in an RTX environment would be absolutely fantastic. So another crate here that we can axe to smash open. Some more food. Yes, there we go. So we're back at the... I think we'll go back this way compared to where we did over there. I'm not sure why it's pointed at my screen then, you can't see me pointing. I'm going to search, so we got some seeds. My inventory's full, let's see if we can drop some things. Well, we'll eat these mushrooms. So that frees up a little bit of space. We do really need some bolts though. I should have seen whether we could make bolts. I didn't think of that. Aha, bolts. I think what we'll do is we'll craft the woodsman axe and then we'll start smashing these crates open before we work on. Or should we do the cooking room first? I am quite excited to see what's in those crates. So the game is quite relaxing, you know, there's not like a persistent sort of threat other than the odd bear. So I think throughout this series we're going to keep them quite short and quite sweet. Because I don't want to drag it on for an hour an episode when there's not a lot in the game at the moment worth that time. So I think because there's not actually a lot of content in the game at the moment, I'm going to split it down into smaller, like mini episodes, where we do like a single thing per episode. So I've done it again, I've gone and took the wrong way, which is going to be a pain in the ass. Let's do some eating. So I'm quite excited to cut down a tree because I just don't know. Just want to see how the game sort of handles tree cutting. So right down. Let's pick it up. So I'm not sure how you even unlock these items. So we could make a map. I don't know whether it's worth making a map. So we can make bolts from the steel pipe. So now we have our axe. Let's take it for a... Let's drop some stuff off in the storage first, because we have lots of bits and bobs we don't really need. So we'll beat the fuck out of this tree. So we cut the tree down. That's a nice... I love the animation. And it gives us planks. Amazing. So now we know that it does that. I say we go and break open some of these crates. Because I'm not sure how you unlock those different things. So I don't know whether you've got to maybe find something like a recipe for them or something in one of the crates. So we're just going to be resource holes at the moment and just pick up. So I need the lockpick. I need the lockpick. You can smash this open. Piece of rope. I got excited to smash the crate open for a piece of rope. Some nails. Some more steel wire. That needs a lockpick. So maybe we should craft the other room. Like the cooking area. And see if that unlocks anything. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think we'll just... So these things got a chance of poisoning you. And from my personal experience of over 3 hours of dying repeatedly, The 25% is more like 250,000%. So let's go and track what can we build next. Let's have a look. Cooking room and a storage attic. So bolts, driftwood and fir planks. So let's get the fir planks to start with. Can I remove the stump? No, that's going to really upset me. So I think what I'll do is I'll just chop the trees down. And then deal with picking them all up after. We'll pick these, actually we'll pick them up now because we gotta wait for our stamina to recharge anyway. So how many plants we got? We've got 9 and we need like 28. So maybe, because these trees aren't, well they are quite big, but they don't seem to be dropping a lot of resources. So maybe there's bigger trees we can get. Oh no, that did give us quite a few more. I think it's worth, yeah, it's worth 3 per tree, so it's nothing. I don't think it really matters the size of the tree, maybe. Doesn't seem to be any durability on the axe either. I think that'd be a nice feature if they did add it, like durability of tools. I'd love them to add the fact that we can remove stumps, because I hate stumps so much. So we got a stack of 10 and 8 so far. So we're doing good. We'll have this cooking room in no time. So I'm not sure what we can really do with the sticks. It doesn't really ask for sticks that much. Unless we can maybe turn the sticks into some rope or something. I don't know how that's a silly idea. So I'm just gonna check something real quick. That's fine. There we go. So we're just gonna keep picking up these planks. One have seemed to have just disappeared into the rocks. It's fine, didn't want that one anyway. So we got 10, we got 3, we got 23 so far, we need 28. And that was quick math. So this should give us enough planks, and then we need like 2 planks off. That's quite upsetting. So we'll pick some more up on our way anyway, because we need to pick up some driftwood. Now, I think driftwood obviously is going to be near the water, but I'm not sure what it actually looks like. Maybe this half-dead tree would be classed as driftwood. Nope. Aha, maybe this is driftwood. Well, that looks like driftwood to me, but I mean that's driftwood, right? Unless it's maybe like the fir plank, we gotta pick it up. Indeed. So, aha, so there's a little one here. So they are just dotted around for the seam of it. They're not actually like a choppable resource. Hope the water's cold and they gonna froze to death then. There doesn't seem to actually be a lot of... Oh, I thought I was stuck then. For actual driftwood. What's this stump? And the inventory's full. That's fine. We need a mushroom. I don't even want to risk eating that at the moment. That's like a last sort of emergency situation. We're going to use that. There's a piece over here. I can't remember how much driftwood it wanted, so I think we'll get about 3 pieces. I can't see it needing... I should have tracked it. Aha, there's another piece of it. I like the water, it allows us sort of just glow to it. Let's head back to the house and see what we need. It'll probably get back now and that'll tell us to come all the way back to find some more driftwood. I must say though, the user interface of this game is so sleek. I think a lot of games sort of overcomplicate or over-design the UI, but this is just nice. So we have enough driftwood. We need 4 bolts. Let's see if we can make some bolts. So we've made 1 bolt. Have we got any more bolts in here? Oh, we have a pipe though. So I think we'll store bits we don't really need. Let's grab some more mushrooms. So it's getting dark, so I don't really want to go running too far away when it's dark. Because the ice hits and you just sort of die. So we got our crafting room done, and we're near enough complete on the, whatchamacallit, my bobby thingy, my bob. So, it seems to be having the same issue again. There's some bobbies, we need those. Where mushrooms aren't. Anyway, we found... We had so many earlier. It's getting quite dark, so I think we might have to head back to the house. Although... the lack of mushrooms is going to make it a nightmare. We'll head back anyway, because... I mean, I don't really want to eat it, but... because I don't want to risk getting poisoned. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to the house, save, just in case. And as you can see now, we're starting to freeze, so we really need to get back as quickly as we can. And the cold seems to build up and sort of accelerate, so as you spend more time, like, you know, in the cold, it seems to get faster and faster and faster. So I can see the house, so we're not too far away. I mean, it'd be amazing if I could find a mushroom. and save. And I'm just gonna eat it. Aha, I didn't die of poisoning. So I think, guys, we're gonna leave it here for this episode because, like I said, I don't want to keep each episode sort of long because there's actually not a lot of content in the game, and sort of once we finish the house, there's like nothing else to do. So I'm gonna keep it short and sweet, and I'm gonna leave this one here. Thank you for watching. I know it's a bit of a boring game, but if you just want to watch it in the background, you know, something to listen to. I'm gonna be covering some more things on my channel over the next couple of weeks. Hopefully you'll see as I start to upload a bit more. Hopefully my editing gets a little bit better. And I'm constantly working on my audio, so thank you very much, guys, for watching. If you did like the video, please subscribe. If you've got any suggestions on improvements, please leave them down in the comments below.